You're beyond your time. You don't do it anymore. It's wrong. Stop it. Don't do a faux hawk. Don't set it up so you can comb it down. This and that. Uriah 24/7 when I see this motherfucker is mohawk. And that's a real mohawk. And how long you been sporting that?
Way too long, but around about 8 years now.
You see what I'm saying? So he's been doing it at a point where this is him. We always say that. Like, if you ain't got a tattoo by 50, don't get one. You know, if you didn't skateboard, don't start. If you ain't punk, don't be. You know what I mean? Like, you either were or weren't, you know? And it's like Mark White with the goth.
Oh, yeah.
He's been goth his whole life. I got no problem with him. It's the person who flips into it when they're 30.
Yeah, Mark owns it.
Yeah, Mark's goth as fuck, yeah. And so, like, with Uriah, that's why I always love the mohawk. And,
Thank you.
Yeah,
I like to go, what you're talking about, I like to call the good Charlotte. Like when you see one of your friends, you haven't seen them for a while, all of a sudden, fully sleeved both sides, like within 3 months.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Did you experience that much in 3 months?
Yeah. Are there things that are supposed to be happening with that? Or did you just, like, do the blanket, like, hey, I just want the Travis Barker look, bro?
Oh, God.
And that's the beauty of it is I was looking at, we had no drop frames and we don't. It's beautiful.
Okay, good.
But that's one of the beauties of it. Are you Facebooking us live, too?
I'm Facebooking live right now.
Smart. I love that.
All right.
And so, but that's one of the beauties of it is like, yeah, you're right. And it's like they show up with the full sleeve. They show up all hardcore. And you're like, you weren't, this wasn't you. You were a priest a week ago. What the fuck? You know? And it's a weird shitting thing. So, okay. Now, we do have some amazing shit to talk about.
Oh, we have tons to talk about.
Shit to talk about. I want to know, what was my, I got to remember. What do I got there? Can you see that far?
That's the Alex Jones thing.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Megyn Kelly, Alex Jones.
Megyn Kelly, Alex Jones, they do it. She does an interview. She's gotten so much trouble for it, apparently. Here's the thing. Why the big deal?
Well, because they're inviting a nutcase to have, like, when you have a nutcase, when you give them attention, it's empowering them.
Well, that's my question, though. Is it, or is it allowing a forum to different ideas?
No, because Alex Jones is a complete nutcase.
Yeah, but how much more so than any of the other political pundits that are up there espousing hate speech all the time?
Exactly.
Why target one person? Is it Megyn Kelly being targeted because it's her? That's the real question. I mean, people look at the entirety of starting from Newt Gingrich all the way on. Like, look at the entirety of all of these appearances that politicians do, and the like, people they host and all that, and all these shows and all the Hannitys and all the, oh, look at me, I'm loud. And it's just like, why is it like all of a sudden when a woman is doing it, it's like, oh no, that's bad. But like, if you want to be this blowhard, like old fat guy like Rush Limbaugh, hey, totally okay, Rush, we support you.
We're glad you did it.
Well, here's the thing behind it. Now watch this. If they set it up the way they did, she gets in all this trouble. Everyone's mad at her from Sandy Hook, this whole charity. 9/11 people are mad that she allowed him this forum. All these people, right? But doesn't it kind of make everyone back off of continuing with the whole 9/11 thing? Meaning, wouldn't it make most people go like, oh yeah, that motherfucker's crazy. Now you don't want to be the next person to be like, no, let me explain. What he was trying to say was, this could have happened. What he was trying to say was there was a lot of shit going down and a lot of push toward gun laws when they were when Sandy Hook happened. And Sandy Hook did allow for the increase of certain gun laws. Now, who wants to come out and say that now? You're going to look like Alex Hicks.
Guys,
you're going to look like Alex Jones.
You're not convincing anyone.
Alex Jones is Bill Hicks.
No, he's not. They've seen.
I was reassured. Watch this. We're going to do this.
They've seen the body.
Let's watch the video.
Really? What's airing this next Sunday?
You're in good company. As soon as he says yeah,
about the show.
company. This Sunday, Aaron Andrews.
Okay, Aaron Andrews, and then when's Trump?
As soon as he says yes.
Okay. Well, I heard.
Use you as the Lord to get him.
Are you going to be sweet to him?
What do you mean? I am very sweet. He and I are all good.
Would you sit in his lap?
Move on.
I know. I'm just having some fun. She's standing where Matt Drudge was about a year and a half ago in the last big interview he gave. but you can't see her. You can see her white blouse, Princess Leia, with blonde hair. Megyn Kelly is here.
This is the ultimate.
Big newsmaker. And the next is what?
Down to, and this is what's
Good
weird.
company. This Sunday, Aaron Andrews.
Okay, Aaron Andrews. And then one's Trump.
Why? Because we blame George.
As soon as he says yes.
Okay. Well, I heard.
Use you as a lure to get him.
Are you going to be sweet to him?
Me, I am very sweet. He and I are all good.
Would you sit in his lap?
2,000 people died.
Move on.
I know. I'm just having some fun. She's standing where Matt Drudge was about a year and a half ago in the last big interview he gave. But you can't see her. You can see her white blouse, Princess Leia,
2,000.
with blonde hair. Megyn Kelly is here.
Jeez.
Yeah, go ahead and kick the fluorescent lights on.
Any
See if
of
we can
us
see
do
her
our
there.
research.
So there you go. The conspiracy theory is true.
Internet.
You know, Megan, some people are saying that you're not really here actually to interview me.
But the point
She's there.
I might have fucked
So you just interviewed Putin. That was a big newsmaker. And the next is what?
Is this the trailer for the new
Really?
Blade Runner?
What's airing this next Sunday?
You're in good company. This Sunday, Aaron Andrews.
Okay, Aaron Andrews. And then one's Trump.
As soon as he says yes.
Okay. Well, I heard.
Use you as a lure to get him.
Are you going to be sweet to him?
Me, I am very sweet. He and I are all good.
Would you sit in his lap?
Move on.
I know. I'm just having some fun. Okay, Megyn Kelly. That's actually a lookalike. That's actually not Megyn Kelly. Thank you, Megan. I got to say, she's prettier in person.
I never know whether that's a compliment or not in my life.
No. I mean it. I mean it. You're prettier in person. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you, Megan. I'm ready to be interviewed.
Observe.
Okay, thanks. She's very nice. Because they had a bunch of newspapers saying she wasn't actually coming, like I'd lie or something. Because we've done like 3 corrections in 20 years, and then they said that that's fake news when I do a correction. Let's now go back to Ben Garrison. That's actually the Drudge chair right there. So if you wanted to give her a microphone, she could actually co-host from the shadows.
Of life
And actually
that it's more important for kids. I mean, I understand, like, ideologically we want to say when kids get hurt it's worse than when adults get hurt. Oh wait, we got sound.
I shut him off, though. We're done.
Okay. No, but I mean,
no, go
but
on, yeah.
it's like the difference
You're
between
right.
it's like the Holocaust. Like, there's so much placed on the Holocaust in Germany, and I understand I'm not a Holocaust denier at all. It happened, people. But what I'm saying, but you look at like the Turkish genocide, and they have to fight so hard to be recognized because it didn't. It's not the same. Like, European lives are not the same as
the Armenian or the
Armenian.
Syrian?
Sorry, the
Okay.
Turkish slaughtered the Armenians. And so what happens is, like, people say, well, they're Armenians, they're not Europeans, and it wasn't a world war, so it's not as valid. And that to me is bullshit.
Yeah, it's
Like,
all
My
valuable.
thing has been, like, if it was a genocide, like, God damn it, has anyone been to Glendale? Like, there should be fewer.
Oh God!
Come on.
Oh
Call it
man!
genocide when there's this many. But
I'm hiding my face. The rest of the other.
I am
go on
not a
record.
denier. I
Oh,
believe
no,
that
oh,
the
no.
Armenians.
I believe they were destroyed. I believe that these people went after them.
Gotta
I
be
think
Jason.
Armenian people are such strong, viable people that they've come back from an almost complete slaughter.
Yeah.
I just say if we're going to use the word genocide,
Oh,
There's
you
a
said
lot.
You require completion for your
I-
genocide.
you know, win.
That's like, did I really
Good
have sex if I
God.
didn't finish?
yeah.
Like, is
you
that
know,
completed?
That's the thing.
I'm just saying.
But
And
I
so,
was
yeah, go on.
I was gonna say because we're comparing 2 different things, like from Sandy Hook to a genocide. The Sandy Hook situation is very interesting. Is that incidents that happened before school shootings and whatnot?
Yeah.
Interesting enough, the media has picked up enough information of kind of getting to know the students, the teachers,
Oh, yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. Columbine, especially.
Oh my
That
God,
shit
yeah.
happened. The Sandy Hook thing, I'm not saying it never didn't happen. What's interesting enough is it's almost like it's written out. Like, it's just, here it is, it happened, 2 weeks later, we're moving on.
Yeah, but no, we're not moving on. We're shutting down gun ownership heavily.
It's
in how you
weird.
get 'em and
It's
things
different.
Like this. Now, but wait, I here's my thing is that, yeah, it's that, it's like to deny the Holocaust is ignorant. But if you bring up the fact that the Rockefellers might have been behind the fucking Holocaust, or I'm sorry, the Rothschilds, sorry.
Yeah.
The Rothschilds.
Like the Rockefeller?
Rockefeller. Andrew Carnegie built.
They were behind heroin. All I'm saying is a lot of
Building
Germans were on
railroads.
heroin. A lot of Germans were on heroin, and that caused the whole kind
The
of
Rockefellers.
Yeah, so the Rothschilds. But there's a big thing about how the Rothschilds
The Monopoly man was behind the Holocaust.
behind.
Hey.
Shut the fuck up. No, but
He's
the
very German
Rothschilds
looking.
were behind the Holocaust, and that Hitler is a Rothschild, meaning the father was a Rothschild. Now, that's why he's a Jew.
Whoa,
Now,
that's-
everyone knows Hitler's half
yeah.
Jewish.
Well, yeah.
Everyone also knows that Hitler went to extremes to destroy that part of his family connection, that there would be no evidence. Now, also, the Rothschilds got so rich off of the Holocaust, gained so much power off the Holocaust, and they eliminated many other strong Jewish families during the Holocaust. Now, so if you say the Holocaust didn't happen, it's stupid, I lost family.
So you're saying the Holocaust was some weird merger
It
acquisition?
was sort of, I'm not saying that for sure, I'm saying that there is thought out there that
Close to a
the
Ponzi scheme,
Rothschilds
kind of.
backed the Holocaust,
I mean,
and it was
it's
Jews
kind of
killing
not really.
Jews.
it's plausible.
And the
I mean,
Germans were pawns in the whole thing.
yeah, I mean,
You know, but this is the thing, and so, but I'm not saying that's true. So when Alex Jones or Bill Hicks is saying,
God damn it!
when he's saying that, hey, he's saying, I'm not saying that people didn't die at Sandy Hook. He's saying that it was a setup, though, to increase gun laws and to do all this other shit. I'm with you. When you say 9/11 is an inside job, what he said went further than what I even say. I say our government did it completely. He says that there are powers within the government that are corrupt and evil that got together with Saudi Arabia and created 9/11. I believe 100% our government
Well,
did 9/11.
I gotta say, the Sandy Hook situation, from any other school shooting before that, gun control was never a topic. It was more about, hey, Marilyn Manson, this music's bad.
Ozzy made him kill him.
Doom,
Yeah.
that video game's
Yeah,
bad. Just
Doom.
stop playing it.
They blame
only if
the
you play the
music.
record backwards, though.
Yeah.
Only if you play Ozzy backwards.
They were using
Swan
a
said.
different business.
And it only quadrupled sales.
yeah. And
It's
so-
almost like Ozzy had him killed.
I'm dead
His
serious.
sales were
That
low.
was the shootings in the 90s. Is this music too violent for kids? It wasn't about the guns. It wasn't about the
It wasn't. Here's a news flash. If you want to get your hands on weapons to kill people, it's going to happen whether you get them legally or illegally. And more often than not, it's illegal.
I will sharpen a stick and stab people.
Dude, seriously.
You can't stop
You
me.
You could choke somebody out with them braids, man.
One thing,
Shit.
right? I have my wife. We've
There's
done
certain
that,
little
yeah.
spots you can
So
grab the
funny.
corner and
That's
buy
the
a gun
funny
for
thing.
someone for
If
$100.
no one has long hair, if Theo, if you got long hair, grow it long enough, and you literally use it like a choke.
Are we
it's fantastic.
comparing
Oh.
our hair as weaponry? Is that a good
as
topic?
sexual-
Is that a good
no,
topic? for-
as sexual use.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, for choking, not killing. No, fun choking.
the fun kind.
That's the thing.
Here's-
You know, where you toe the line, where you don't exactly David Carradine, but you toe the line.
All right, for the purchase of a
I call it
gun,
pug food.
for the
That's what I said,
purchase
though.
of a
Okay,
gun
hold on.
in California, what I found out today, if you have a parking ticket, you can't purchase a gun.
Nevada's laws are more stricter than Nevada.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
18 and go
Oh yeah, Nevada.
But
Dude,
here's
you
the
can
thing.
fire assault rifles. I see the signs all the time when I go to Vegas. Fire assault rifles. I'm like, fuck yeah, that sounds like something I want to do.
What's New York's biggest gun problem is people from the other states coming in, they'll buy 5-6 guns in fucking Arkansas,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then they'll come into New York and sell them at a huge profit. Well, you
Yes.
know what? If you fucking just allowed guns in New York, meaning like you allowed real people to have guns, like regular fucking people to have guns, everybody maybe have guns. You know who still has them? Every criminal. They get them. So you're not preventing criminals from getting guns. That's the problem.
And that's how it's just like criminalizing drugs.
Well, we've all known that decriminalization is like people don't want to do it really.
Of
Yeah.
anything.
It decreases crime
I'm telling you. that's-
Decriminalization of any type of drugs.
because they're like, oh, now that it's not forbidden, it's not as fun.
Portugal's the best example of it. Portugal said not only are we decriminalizing drugs, but if you want help, we will give any person that wants help rehab.
Yeah,
And they
free.
have the
Free.
lowest. Yeah, and they have like the lowest. They have less than 1% drug overdose.
Yeah.
Out there.
I mean, Netherlands forever has had the heroin program. You know, places like that have not punished their citizens for being addicted to the things
shouldn't.
they provide. You
It's
know,
the
I
stupidest
mean,
thing in the world. Hey, you got a drug problem? By the way, I'm going to make it worse by putting you in jail.
Yeah.
Where's the logic?
and not to beat a dead horse, but I love hitting horses. No, but you know, not to is a simple fact that I said you could timeline OxyContin coming in with the Taliban stopping heroin. You could timeline the Taliban being defeated, heroin coming back, and OxyContin being impossible to get. They put up OxyContin to keep heroin addicts on drugs and addicted. Then when they had the drugs back, the government was then bringing in, our soldiers were protecting poppy fields so they could grow. Once the growth happened and poppy and heroin was back into production, OxyContin went away, heroin's back. It's a simple thing. Our
I remember
soldiers
hearing about that
died
too.
for heroin. What?
I remember hearing about that.
Oh yeah, but our soldiers died for heroin. We went to Afghanistan for heroin.
I just like the fact that we went all the way from Megyn Kelly to heroin. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's a kick.
That's the
ass
show.
right there.
Kelly is behind the Afghanistan heroin trade. No.
You're and the Rothschilds are behind.
Yeah.
No, but
No, I like the
but
Rockefellers.
this is
Yeah, Rock-
Well, my facts are fucking what I think.
Dude, the older you get, it happens to all of us, dude.
don't
I
care,
confuse
yeah.
shit all the
You know
fucking
what it
time.
is? I can say the wrong thing and go, fuck you, you don't know. You didn't go through the earthquake.
Oh, the earthquake.
That's all we have.
Are we going to there?
That's
That's
all
all
we
we have?
have.
Oh, I've
That's
got a
all we
great
have for
earthquake
our
story.
generation in California. I can't say the World War, the this, no, the earthquake, no depression.
The big
we went
one.
through a weird recession. Nothing.
The Great Recession.
Yeah, so we had the big one, the earthquake.
And the housing bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
kind of a big deal out
No, I
here.
wrote
Oh,
that
wait.
one. I killed the housing
Yeah,
bubble.
you got in the good end.
I
I
got
in the
in
bad end.
and got out at both the perfect times. Made about 180 grand on my house. Yeah.
Fuck,
and then-
cheers to you
and
being
me
the
and my
one
wife got
guy
divorced
that
and
actually
blew it.
made money
Oh.
versus all these assholes that took seconds on their house
Yeah.
to buy fucking power boats and shit and then defaulted and like, oh, it's
No,
whatever.
I took a second and still made the money because I bought the house
cheers,
140 in Palmdale, two-story, four-bedroom.
Palmdale, dude.
140.
Good old Pompton, dude.
Oh,
Shit.
oh no, before it was. And West Side, 30th West, so west. Like we were almost by the mountains, but in where it's all, and we went from 140 to 380, I think it was.
Damn.
When we sold it.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's
fucking killing,
almost,
dude.
You know what it is? What people don't get is buy shit when you want to.
Yes.
Get your
But,
best deal.
Hold on, not to sidebar or anything, but hearing Talmo sit down and groan.
Oh, he's so old.
Yes.
He's
How old are you,
fucking
Talmo?
80.
Can I grab a beer from you? Do you have enough?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go. Now we can cheers.
30,
So nice to have enough alcohol.
Yeah, it
You're not even that old, dude.
I know.
Yeah. Hey, you're 30 what?
I'll be 35 now.
Yeah, I got 12 years on you. But you know what's funny?
What did I miss in the conversation?
You and my wife make more old people groans than I do.
Just
That
talk
shit's
about
hilarious.
What's
Okay,
that?
because
Yeah.
okay.
We talked about how the whole Bill Hicks, Megyn Kelly thing, and
God dang it.
people. You know what? If you saw the thing close up and you look at his face after a minute, you're like, "Holy fuck!"
No, I've done it, and
Yeah,
it's
you
like
can see it.
similar. I was like similar.
Too
No.
And then the whole connection through the production company, everything is too similar. The fact that he received the first Bill Hicks award was weird. The fact that he works with the same production company and is best friends with the same production company owner, and that everything kind of coincides like that, it's a little too similar.
I'm still not buying
But
it.
you know what it is?
Well, there's smoke, there's fire. The question is, how much fire was there?
That's the thing. How much? Could it be a relative? Could it be a million different things? Yes. That's the problem with conspiracists. That they fucking, everything has to be true.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? The government's eating your brain every day, 100%. And if you don't believe it, you're a fucking moron. And no, that's moronic. That's idiotic to think that way. There are possibilities out there. That's all it is. There's other explanations for things. There's other possibilities. And like I say, with the whole Sandy Hook thing, with the 9/11, 9/11, I
9/11 is
feel
a-
strongly was the government.
It's the government. We know that.
Yeah, I think it's hard for people to debate how a building falls.
It was everybody but George Bush, because anybody that thinks that dude was competent enough
Oh,
to
yeah.
do anything on that scale, you're wrong. I
Well,
will look you dead in
why
the camera.
isn't there any footage
100%
of
wrong, like
the
conspiracy
Pentagon?
theory. Wrong.
Yeah, but Cheney ran the
Twin
house
Towers
anyway.
fell.
God, Jesus Christ, it's been 14 years. There's got to be better shit we could talk about.
14 years.
When they told him the Twin Towers
16
fell,
years.
he literally thought
I'm
the
not good
two
at math.
girls he fucked
Like
the other
Berger.
night were telling. Like he had no idea. He didn't even know where the Twin Towers was. He went, "Oh, Minnesota fell? No, that's the Twin Cities." No, but it was, you know.
I'm glad you finally know what state I'm from.
Oh, you're from there?
Yeah.
Okay, hell
Nice.
yeah. Is that near Wisconsin? I.
No, it's close to Puerto Rico.
But that's the whole thing is that, yeah, first of all, I don't believe she's like, the trouble is too much bullshit. Why would anyone get in trouble for letting him speak his mind? The dude's been speaking his mind forever. They've let, like you said, way worse people speak their mind, and no reporters got in trouble for doing it. So now all of a sudden it's a big deal. But it could also be a way to sway people away from wanting to come out and call out 9/11 and call out Sandy Hook. Because really, what did you do? Kill kids? No. What do you eat, kids? No, I just don't think that everything made sense.
So this goes to another conspiracy, the Orlando shooting. Why did that happen on Pride weekend? Gun control.
That's
Now hold on. Let's we have other topics
during-
actually.
Yeah,
and
you
during
guys,
transgender hate, and you know what? There's a big billboard on the thing with this hot girl who's a guy, but they don't mention it's a guy, and it's just you could tell by the hands and everything else. And now people are starting to go back and look at certain actors that are women, and they're starting to check wrists, hands, which you can't change.
Wasn't this the Jamie Lee Curtis argument for like how many
No,
years?
Jamie Lee Curtis was a weird argument, but you know what?
That she was hermaphrodite, right?
Nobody has ever proved she isn't. Like, she has never
Yeah.
been able to prove she's not. Like, meaning she's never proved
She's never flashed.
a kid or anything of birth. And all
Yeah.
kinds
She,
of
she was
things.
supposedly hermaphrodite. That's all. Like,
Supposedly.
Yeah.
allegedly. I
And
mean,
you know who she is? She's Tony Curtis's kid.
Yeah.
Which Tony Curtis is the ultimate.
The ultimate hermaphrodite?
Yeah.
He was a playboy. He was a
Oh,
playboy.
dude, Tony Curtis. Come on.
Yeah,
you
he was
got
a
Jack
playboy.
Lemmon, Tony
Yeah.
Curtis. I mean, that's.
But, but so the thing being is, anyway, they're starting to, it's a lot of bullshit. Okay, we will jump on to you.
Yes, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Our next thing, and I gotta do this right.
Really?
What do I have here?
No.
No heart attacks.
Okay, I'm not sure what I have.
What good would it be a pretty?
You might lie about the nature of our meeting, and so I thought it really
My big question.
important to document. Combination of experience before. And the administration then chose to defame me, and more importantly, the FBI, by saying that the organization was in disarray, that it was poorly led, that the workforce had lost confidence in its leader. Those were lies, plain and simple.
This was the only president that you felt like in every meeting you needed to document, because at some point,
That's great.
using your words, he might put out a non-truthful representation of that meeting.
That's right, Senator.
What was it about that very first meeting that made you write a memo when you had not done that with two previous presidents?
The circumstances, that I was alone, the subject matter, and the nature of the person that I was interacting with, and my read of that person.
The president said, in one case I called him, and in one case he called me. Is that an accurate statement?
No.
Did you ever call the president?
No.
And in his press conference on May 18th, the president...
What are the hearings?
What are the hearings? What are they actually trying to
The hearings are to show that there was collusion with Russia, and
Okay.
they interfered. They interfered with the U.S. election to
By
get in.
hacking it. Yet that nobody's ever shown how any of the hacking ever affected the votes.
They have though.
They haven't shown how. They said that they hacked.
They have
the election.
connections.
Yeah, they said they've hacked into the election. They have yet to show.
They found certain Twitter accounts by the hackers.
The only hacking they found was on the part of Democrats with the Russians.
No, this was for the Republican end.
Okay, so I haven't heard about anything to do with the Russians hacking, like truly hacking the election and affecting it, meaning changing votes or messing with votes. That I've yet to hear about and have yet to show any proof of. But what I keep hearing in the hearings is, I took a memo because I thought Trump would lie, and Trump going, well, he's fucking a dick, and he's full of shit, and I said this and this, and he shouldn't call me, and this guy went, well, Trump's not a good person. And it just sounds like there's a counselor, which is the Senate, or the principal, and the other counselors, and they're going, Susie called me a bitch on the playground, and they're going, okay, Susie, did you? No, I never called her a bitch. I never ever called her a bitch, and there's no way they could show. And then she goes like this, I wrote in my diary that day that Susie called me a bitch. Because Comey's saying I took memos. Okay, you wrote them down? And I have to believe that you wrote down exactly what happened, and it's honest. I don't trust any of you, not Trump, not Comey, not one of them.
I'm just curious to see when this all settles down, and this is going to be years and years and years until it all finally
Like
everything
every
actually
president.
comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the problem is that the technology is so advanced now that we're really going to have so much better insight. It's not like Watergate 40 years ago, where you had a couple recordings in that, but they can bottle everything up. because there wasn't the internet. There wasn't this way of disseminating all this information all the time. Now you have everything being recorded, everything being referenced. It's going to be very interesting when this is all said and done to see exactly what transpired. I mean, anybody that thinks that there isn't some bad shit going on, you're wrong, because there is. There's clearly
there's always bad shit going on.
Well, of course there is, but I mean, this is bad shit on a different level. This is like we being the preeminent country of the world, allegedly. It's like the fact that we can't even handle our own shit in house.
We are in the what was it, the preteen teenage of the internet, and so how we take the news and how we see the news, we don't even know what the news is anymore if you actually read anything on the internet, because everything is twisted and turned, and you don't know what you're reading, because people are like, oh, did you read this about this? And like, that says Occupy Democrats. That's not real. It is real. That's Occupy Republicans. That's not real. It's like,
what is real?
What is real?
Yeah, anything Breitbart.
Yeah.
Says it is.
Oh, Breitbart, it doesn't.
My favorite
Raw
is when it's
story.
like, you won't believe what happened to the president today. It's like,
Clickbait.
I'm not going to believe. I'm not. I don't know what clickbait
No,
is.
you won't believe it,
You won't
Uriah.
believe it.
You're gonna click it open and read it. You go, I don't believe
I
this.
couldn't have never fathomed that.
Because it's going to be like this. You're going to have two different sides to every story. The truth is usually in the middle somewhere, outside of both sides. So
We have 15 different sides to every story now.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's the thing.
part.
You know, 15 different sides, and here's the thing: is keep in mind this. What if the biggest trick in the world, or in life itself, is that the devil, or the archangel, Lucifer, was trying to save people, is a great, wonderful person, and God is nothing but evil. And the trick is they have tricked us into not believing we should be happy, not believing we should do what we feel and live as we feel, like the devil says, just live at your whim and da-da-da, right? And that's the big trick. And the control is God's control and everything else. And Lucifer was the angry kid who was like, you're a dick, Dad. I'm going to save the people. And so if that's the trick, everything
Theo,
exists.
you're super high. Somebody just texted me that your volume is super high.
Oh,
Mine?
Yeah, Theo's volume
Theo,
is super
what
high.
number is Theo? 4?
4.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah.
I
we're
mean, I
fixing
didn't mean
it.
to dissuade you from this awesome, like, theological debate
I'm
that we're about to jump
I like
into.
how you said it, Theo.
I'm talking now.
Super high.
I was like, I know that.
Jesus. And you're the producer.
But he has a high voice naturally,
so wait,
too.
so you're the Baba Booey. You're the Baba Booey of the
That's
organization.
right.
I love that.
I'm talking now. Maybe I'll just talk.
Yeah, just go to a low register.
Hi, I'm Theo.
But so if we look at it like that, right? That our entire existence could be bullshit. The devil could have been trying to tell us that we need to be free, and we were tricked into believing the devil was evil. Meaning, from there forward, everything's possible. So, yeah, nobody can control us, but they can manipulate us. And so the powers that be can manipulate. So when we act like there's an America, instead of realizing that England never ended, America is just an arm of England.
I don't mean
Not
I'm
anymore.
not trying to jump on anything, but you're hitting so many points right now. I don't know where to like.
Yeah, that's
you're
the
just-
show.
Like you're so all over the board. That's
That-
great.
that's
Like,
the
I don't know how
show.
you got the American England, but yes, America is the arm of England.
Not anymore, though.
But we don't know that. We're living under the idea that we've broken free from England. We are not the ones doing their dirty work. We're not the ones fighting the wars. that
Well,
they're
we paid the feds, and the feds are from Europe. So yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And so we're acting as though England doesn't still control America. We're acting as though our puppets are puppets. And
Wait, how we?
go.
I feel Baba Booey's pain.
But the Comey
He's trying to
situation,
stay on topic. He's
which
trying.
I like what you said about the whole like, why are we doing these testimonies? Another thing is I saw this girl I used to date a couple years ago, and she posted this, and this is about the shooting that happened
The
today.
shooting.
Sounds like that Jameson just kicked in.
Shooting.
But no, you call baseball as America's pastime. It's witch hunting. It's not baseball. We like to witch hunt.
Science.
But it's true. We want to witch hunt this. I don't give a shit. But people want to witch hunt Trump. They want to take him down. And you feel like, oh, it never happened to Obama. Yeah, they witch hunt him for fucking 8 years.
It just
They did it to Bush for 8 years.
God, Bush
they
was
did to
vilified,
Clinton
yeah.
for 8 years.
They all don't realize they're the same people. They're just on different sides of the bridge.
It's like that Who song, "Meet the new boss, same as the old boss."
Yeah. But more importantly, this is exactly what the government does. When they promote divisiveness amongst the people cannot rally together and affect change.
This
That's
is
just the truth.
that's
We're too busy fighting each other. We're too busy.
Berger has posters of that around his
culturally,
apartment.
Yeah, I mean, culturally, we've created so much divisions culturally now, where people are scared to talk.
No.
And that's weird.
But you know what's
They
funny?
also use racism for that too. They use
Yep.
racism to do it.
Oh yeah.
I've said it so many
Classism
times.
and racism.
Classes.
Sisters and brothers right there.
The greatest thing rich people ever did was separate the rest of us by race. Because if they didn't, we outnumber them 5,000.
Of course, that's what they do.
We fucking
You're
outnumber
poor,
5,000.
but your poor situation is better than this man's poor situation, and that's exactly what they did in the South. That's
This
what they did in the
man
South.
hates you and you hate him.
Yeah, yeah.
And he
But
hates
that's
you and you hate him, and that's that.
That's
Speaking,
what they
wait,
did in the
speaking of race.
Are we there yet?
Speaking of race.
All right, here we go. Are we?
Are we talking about Cocoa Pebbles?
No, we're talking about.
Shit.
I think it's a
Racist.
good tangent.
Wait, I want one more minute on besides the Russian thing, because it's not purely on the Russian thing, they're talking about conversations, they're talking about the firing of Comey.
It's purely over the collusion of Russia.
Well, but they're also, the hearings are over why he fired Comey.
Yeah.
What went on, other conversations. So does anyone really know the outcome they're looking for?
What did they actually solve from it?
What is their solution? What are they looking
I
for?
think what they're doing is
proof that there was something wrong with the election. That's what they're really
Oh
trying to
my
find.
God. Oh, yeah.
That they're really they're trying to find proof that Russia had an impact on the elections. America. That's what they're looking for.
We're talking also about why Comey was fired.
But the thing is, it's all rhetoric.
But they're
guys.
also trying to figure out if there's some dirty work going on, which we already know
it's
there
all,
really
it's all
is.
rhetoric. It's all.
He said he was slandered.
Yeah, but you know what they're doing right now is they're putting it out there and saying, "Hey, look, we're being transparent. We're talking about this."
About what the?
But they're not.
And
The
we
whole
don't know what
point
they're
is,
talking about.
but these hearings they don't actually affect any change. So it's a bunch of people go up and they say, and then Comey's going to say, "Well, I think that there was ties and this that," but then nothing actually changes.
And there's no real proof except Comey saying yes, and this person saying yes, and this person saying no, and this person saying yes, and this person saying no. And that's why I said Comey said, like, yeah, Trump was saying that I wasn't effectual as an FBI guy. Fuck him, kind of thing. And it's like, wait, are you just bitching about what Trump called you?
Yeah.
Because this just sounds like people complaining.
It actually makes the McCarthy hearings look way better.
Yeah, 'cause they had a point.
Cheers to red
They
communism,
were
man.
going
Shit.
after someone, you know?
And they're breaking down. They're like, and
Yeah, go.
no, I'm dead serious. 'Cause you got a lot of Hollywood up there, and they're just like, no, like, yeah, I was, yeah, I did. And then they just like, boom, the doors are shutting down on them. And here it's just kind of like,
We don't know
okay,
what it's about or what even what is
we don't even
Trump
know what's
is
happening,
Trump
guys.
Well, Trump, because no one's talking about impeaching him. And there's,
Oh
I
no,
don't
somebody
see-
already. There was a representative that called for an impeachment, but
No, articles were just written up actually.
Fighting over this, and this is the thing. Fucking Clinton was basically impeached and never got impeached.
Yeah.
well, no, you can be impeached without being removed from office.
the other thing.
There's a whole process.
So
When he was impeached, he was impeached. They actually took away his ability, his law license. He could no longer practice law. He had a law license out of Arkansas.
That's why he went to Harlem
Yeah,
after.
I was in like,
You got it in New York. You got it back.
Yeah.
only Bill Clinton can move to Harlem and be completely embraced and accepted by that community. That's how much soul
Which
Bill
I
Clinton
hate.
had.
No,
I
which
don't
I
know.
hate because
Why?
he dressed in blackface and he hung out with Klan members.
Oh, see, I don't know about all that.
Look on the internet.
I-
See him in Hillary.
Dude, I can look on the internet and see all kinds of stupid shit. Doesn't mean it really happened.
No, it's not Photoshop. Like, they
I mean,
did-
seriously, Ron Jeremy's got a tip about how to increase my penis size. Is that? It's on the internet.
No,
Like,
I mean, you can go Google.
no, I understand. I know what you're saying, but like, but it's not the argument about whether or not Bill Clinton was a bad person. It's just Bill Clinton was embraced by the community.
Yeah,
he was. He was just a.
wrongfully, because
Wrongly.
in his life he did nothing.
Well, I'm telling you, but I'm telling you, like the ability to fuck around in the White House will endear you to a lot of people, man. It's the truth.
See,
People.
and that's the thing.
It's because they start saying, "Oh, he's like us now."
Yeah, he's like us.
It's like he's like me. I do.
He
the
got
same
caught
thing,
slipping.
and
He
now-
got caught slipping.
And you
But
know what it is though? And that's the thing. No, because most people wouldn't. Most black people, if they became president, would not do that shit. And they
'Cause
wouldn't
it'd be
shove a
bad.
cigar in a young girl's vagina, and they wouldn't do dirty fucking crap like that, and they wouldn't cheat on their.
And they wouldn't order cheese
What?
pizza.
But they do the thing.
He's the owner of cheese pizza.
They don't get me started. You want to stand off and watch it.
Cheese pizza.
No, but the thing is, it's it's like they made it to where, oh, hey, black community, this guy loves you and he's your people, but he wasn't, and his whole life wasn't. And that's the thing is that's the bullshit.
It's like certain musicians.
And so,
They
yeah,
pander.
Yeah. It's total pandering.
like anyone else, and that's the thing. And so here we are with another one, whatever. But it's just that these hearings are fucking just eating up TV for no reason. They're ridiculous.
It's false transparency.
And it
The
keeps it
government is
relevant,
trying
too.
to make you think, hey, we're showing you everything. We're keeping it real. They're not keeping it real, dude. They ain't talking about shit. It's a bunch of fucking 14 hours worth of fucking worthless talk. And
Well, that's
nothing is going to
C-SPAN for you.
change.
It's not even on the first C-SPAN.
Yeah, it's like a
It's on the third
C-SPAN
C-SPAN.
Ocho.
Wow.
Yeah. Like they shouldn't even have had one C-SPAN.
C-SPAN, this just shows you how the government works and how boring it is, and but everyone's like really into politics right now.
People are doing drinking
politics.
games to the Comey here.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
You know what? Before Theo dies of a heart attack, I'm going to say one thing, and then we will move on. But
You told me I had till 49 years old.
that's how we do on the show. Because
Yeah.
we aggravate you.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Baba Booey.
That's just going to happen now.
I love Stern. I met him in France. But yeah. But so, okay.
That sounds like a
so
story.
The Comey thing, no, it was boring. Yeah, he's way different person. But the Comey thing is simply, God damn, what were we saying? We were talking about the drinking games.
Yeah, how dumb it is.
Just boring. So what they do is their transparency is this. Here's the most boring thing you can ever do and watch. You'll never understand what we're saying.
Is this the Comey drinking game? Because I'm doing it.
Well,
every time you say his name?
Okay.
Oh shit.
But Comey,
Comey.
the whole thing where he,
Comey.
well, what I'm trying to say, what Comey was doing was,
Let him.
it's
What was Comey doing?
I gotta fucking breathe. Fuck you people.
the transparency was just a tough one
Jesus.
for me.
Comey.
Here's the transparency is I am going to say things that you'll never understand. We're going to say them at such a boring, redundant pace that you'll never be able to watch. I tried watching the hearings for about a couple hours, and I wanted to kill myself. I never got the fuck myself because I developed multiple personalities apparently. But I wanted to kill myself because it was the boringest fucking thing I ever watched, and I didn't get it. I'm an educated teacher. I do understand certain legal phrases and things like that. It was just annoying, redundant bullshit. So their transparency is a fraud, yes. What are we saying?
Oh no, I'm not trying to interrupt. I gotta
Comey.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Man, Dad, I thought we were cool, dude.
We are.
yeah.
Don't
I
do
s-
this shit for my wife. I gotta go to my wife right now. She can't see me drinking.
Oh,
Like
Oh, is she coming in?
yeah, because we ran late.
Well,
so.
you know what's funny
Okay.
is
Let me go get the wife.
Comey's wife. Are you out of here?
No,
he's
I'm
bringing
grabbing
his
the wife.
wife in.
She's gonna come sit in and.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
she-
we
why
want to
don't
meet
we go
Uriah,
out?
Uriah Bloom's
Okay.
wife. If she comes on, she's sitting here.
No anti-Semitic shit.
I'm
Uh-oh.
allowed, bro. I'm 100%.
Wait, is she Jewish?
Yes, she's a short Jewish
I
lady.
give myself,
dude, she's
I
got
give
an attitude.
myself the pass.
This is probably the best and worst idea
Wait,
I've ever had.
is her mom and dad Jewish?
Not her dad, only her mom.
Up. Burger's gonna go.
So,
Let him do it.
okay. So, moving on.
Come on,
Well,
Malachi.
you know what? You know what? I want to wait. I want to see somebody who's not a comic and their response to this next thing, because it is a big
Oh,
thing.
is it the Bachelor
Because
thing, right?
no. Oh, you know what's funny? We will. You know what? You're right. Thank you, Tom. Theo, we got to sneak it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
What was
Okay, we can
The
start
last thing is
Bachelor
the
right now.
JPL thing.
No, we can start the Bachelor right now.
Let's do it.
Here's the Bachelor thing. You saw the picture in the front. Unfortunately, I didn't get everything I tried to find was bullshit. They were fake sites, things like that, for an interview that he had given. But here's the thing. On The Bachelor, they suspended Bachelor in Paradise. What Bachelor in Paradise is where the people on Bachelor go that didn't win. And they all hang out, and they do like a reality thing there.
Like Firefest?
But it's like, no, but it's like, meaning,
It's like the Rock of Love.
That's not a bad analogy, meaning, yeah, we're the offshoots.
Yeah.
And so it's an offshoot show of The Bachelor, is Bachelor in Paradise. And it's the
School of
people
Charm school and
who
stuff like
didn't
that.
win. No,
Yeah.
it's just the people who didn't win, and so they go there, and then they do the reality.
It's like the Bachelor Graveyard.
And they can hook up there, yeah, they can all hook up there and find someone they like.
That's really depressing.
And, yeah,
Charm school.
So it's a
Miss
combination.
Bloom, how you doing?
Hi, Miss Bloom.
And so, okay, so here's the thing. So it's like it's a big meat market. Da 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 da. And so, what she was on the show. She's got a boyfriend. Then and the girl's name was Connie. Someone can look it up, but it's Connie or something like that.
Blonde girl?
Yeah, we're talking about Bachelor, right?
Yeah, we're on Bachelor.
Okay, this
What
is
was
a
the
good
girl's
one.
name? Do you remember her name?
I don't remember her name. She's just
Call
internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's call her
It
Mika.
was something along Connie or something like that.
Like, if
Okay,
this
and
was
then-
a phone a friend, that would be perfect. Like,
and
anything
then
Bachelor
what was the
related.
guy's name?
It was Comey, I think.
No, that's no longer in effect right now. Wait, sure.
Karine Olympio speaks out about the Bachelor in Paradise.
Who?
Karine Olympio.
Karine. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, okay, now what was the guy's name?
Demario Jackson.
Demario Jackson.
Sounds
now,
like a great name.
but now here's the thing. Now Demario
Just look at the
already got
picture.
in trouble because he was on The Bachelor,
Yeah.
and his girlfriend,
Threat.
But he was on the Bachelorette.
Yeah,
she was on the Bachelor.
And then he had a girlfriend. She showed
Okay.
up and like.
and his girlfriend showed up and was like, he's a fucking liar,
Mm-hmm.
and so then he got kicked out of The Bachelor.
Okay.
So then he's on this, but him and his girlfriend are obviously done.
Who's his agent? Okay.
Now Demario?
Demario Jackson.
Mario is black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good looking dude. Like very good looking dude. Young dude, all this stuff.
Very
She's a
Wayne
young girl.
Brady-ish.
They're all at the Bachelor for Paradise drinking, getting hammered, all this stuff. So they end up messing around in the pool. Now, here's the thing. When they first said it,
They're-
they said they had
Were they filming?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're filming the whole thing.
Filming the whole thing in the
Yes.
pool.
Now, so when they first brought it out, it was like a sexual encounter, or an inappropriate sexual encounter.
During filming.
And the girl said, like, she was like saying, she said no or something, right? Then it comes out what the sexual encounter was.
Yep.
He went down on her, and then she went down on him, or vice versa.
Did he go down on her in the pool?
They 6, then 9.
In the pool?
There was a delay between the 6 and 9.
Yeah.
How long do they hold their breath for?
I have no idea. But here's the thing. So the person who did it was like an associate producer or like whatever, white dude. And no, but I say this because I'm one of the last people to say racism. This is fucking racism.
It's not, and I'll tell you why you're wrong. I'm not. I normally would agree with you,
Okay.
but the more I've read up on this, it's not racist. It's a fucking cash grab. So what happened is that she got intoxicated. By all accounts, from all the filming, she was coming on to this guy.
Yes, the whole
Shit
time.
happened. Yeah, shit happened, and then she had buyer's remorse the next day, and she said it was the producer's responsibility to intervene on her behalf because they should have known that she was too intoxicated to consent to anything.
But
And-
wait,
yeah.
my understanding is that the complaint was filed by a third party.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
she's
was.
chiming in.
It was.
Here's the thing.
But now
The
she
complaint
retained.
was
You know who
filed
she
by a third
retained?
party.
Marty Singer.
Of course.
Fucking Marty Singer. Ask my wife, who's a lawyer, who understands.
Now it's
Yeah.
a cash
She's
grab.
like, no, I'm out.
Now
She
it's
knows,
a
dude. Marty
cash
Singer.
grab. But now it's a cash grab. But originally, it was a third party who made the complaint. And so
Yeah, it
in
was.
this, though, but that's why I say it was a white dude who made the complaint. Now, okay, it was we know them hooking up with.
And that's
So
the
you
thing.
cannot blame one drunk person and another drunk person when there was no violence,
Mm-hmm.
when there was no force. Now, here's the thing: if there was force, someone would have stopped it. So here's the thing: if she was passed out or incapacitated, I have not fucked many passed out, incapacitated girls.
Many.
But my assumption is the sucking mechanism goes with the passing out.
Yeah.
That most women don't naturally start sucking a dick when they're passed
Wasn't that
out.
just like you go back to that infantile thing where
It's the
something came
teat.
out and you start to
And now the other thing
latch
is,
on?
It's a long nipple.
well, he's down there. Was
It's a
he
very-
down there forcibly going down on her?
Pretty
No.
sure she didn't do the whole this movement. I mean, it's
She
plausible.
was trying to grab him off, and he's like, "No!" Ah! wow.
So apparently you've seen some footage. Like,
So there was no, to me, I think, okay, there was no rape or forced sex.
yeah.
Now, them filming it and knowing both of them were too drunk, yes, the show's responsible.
But are they though? And this is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Are we talking
Yeah,
about from
they
a
are.
moral? Are we talking about from a moral
No,
or legal
no,
aspect?
from a legal.
From legal aspect.
They're responsible to stop anything that would be deemed wrong, illegal, or against people's ability to consent.
Burger's my lawyer.
Show to stop them
But-
when they know that it's wrong.
Burger was starting to fight in the courtroom.
No.
Okay, I mean, see, I don't agree with it. My whole issue with this whole thing is simply put that once you hit a certain age, you are no longer, you have to be culpable for your own actions.
Yeah.
If you get too intoxicated, here's the thing: if I get too intoxicated and I get into a car and then I get pulled over and the cop's like, well, you know, you have a DUI, and I was like, well, I didn't consent to drive. Like, do you see what I'm saying?
Minus? How's mine? Did I end up?
I think it depends on the place
Did
too.
I end
There's
up-
some,
I ended up
like
fourth.
in Vegas, there are some bars.
Okay.
Yeah.
They will not let you fucking leave if they see you drunk.
No, and I
you're
understand
drunk,
that.
they
Look,
won't let
trust
you
me,
go.
being in the bar business, I understand you have a certain responsibility. But if somebody gets in their car and drives, and there was no gross negligence on my part, I have no legal
You have no
or moral
legal-
responsibility for that. And that's the thing. It's like,
Am I back
if
up?
you got too, I don't know, if you're too intoxicated and you decide to do bad shit, it's not somebody else's responsibility to say, oh no, I should have stopped that. Especially considering it's a fucking reality show. What did you sign up for?
Yeah.
And there
It's a
are people
reality
who-
show about hooking up. So you hooked up. You had a fucking boyfriend, and now you have remorse about it, and all of a sudden you want to place the blame on everybody else.
It's a
but
payday
yourself.
too.
Of
It's
course
like
it's
because
a
there are
fucking
some
payday.
places like I had a friend who worked at a bar in Vegas.
Yeah.
Guy left, and the whole thing is the fact that he knew he was drunk. He's like, oh, I can sue, and they settled out of court.
Yeah, I was
I'll
going to say,
put it
but
that way,
technically
yeah.
you can't.
Well-
In the state of California, it's a chain of command issue. Basically, the minute you leave my bar, unless you can prove
I'm just
gross
looking at you knowing
negligence and
who's wrong.
over-service, then you have no case. Because you can walk right out of there, do a fucking line of blow out of my sight, or take pills, or drink more in your car, and the chain of command has been broken.
Oh, yeah,
And so
yeah.
therefore, I can't. There's not even tort law in California that allows you to sue me, unless you can go back and say, I have you recording over serving a guy who's visibly
Well,
intoxicated.
that's the thing is you have to be visibly intoxicated. Am I
Trust me,
coming
I
in
know
now?
this.
We know. Damn it. It's if someone could text
It
in
takes
if
it
they're
a second.
watching.
But
Am
I mean,
coming
but
through?
before we get too far back into
Someone
like
asked
the
if I'm
legal
coming
thing about
through
it,
before
the
I-
bottom line is if you get too intoxicated and then you make decisions and then you regret those decisions the next day, how is it the producer's fault? It's really not. You're an adult. You made a decision. You're at a resort.
We're-
The fact that there's cameras on there should not change it. Unless somebody appeared to be physically intoxicated, and according to them, they were fucking going back and forth like they were just fine.
And
Where
they're
it
probably going to
comes
settle
from,
out of.
though.
They're going to settle out of.
Oh, of
Just
course,
so
it's a
I know.
fucking
But
cash
here's
grab.
the thing. Here's where the problem lies. It's not so much that, yeah, she was drunk, he was drunk, they both did what they wanted to do. That's not the point. It's that they were provided the alcohol and everything from a bachelor. Am I going?
Yeah.
Okay. So they were, what? Yeah. But they were provided the alcohol by them and everything else. Now here's the thing though. Is what? Yeah, I know we're gonna get to it, but I want to make sure I'm coming in.
Baba
No
Booey.
one's telling me if I'm coming in.
I don't know who to tell.
It's going to be delayed. It takes a couple seconds.
My God, it's killing.
Because like mine picked up stuff from earlier.
it's
and
killing
it took a
me.
minute to come in.
Worst episode
I'm
ever.
dealing with these goy.
I think is it Goyum or Goy?
Goy.
I don't know.
They're goy.
That's like
You
I
are
said the other
goy.
day.
Oh,
Goyam
okay.
is a
Goyam?
person. Goy is the.
Goy is the yes. these
And so okay, so I hope I'm coming through. I think I am now. But okay, either way, fucking. Here's the deal: is that the problem lies in that they used it for they were gonna film it. They thought it'd be funny. They've done it before. They got people blowing other people. They put the splat and the plit and the all the noises. And they block it out, but they block it out. And so this is the thing. So they do all this shit. I'm good. Okay, thank you. And so they do all this shit. And what happened was in this case it got crazy because some dude apparently, and I'm gonna say this with some fucking caught up racial issue, went and reported this bullshit.
That's
And,
plausible argument.
yeah,
I
no,
get
that's
that.
the third party. Now, once it happened, once everything went into effect, yeah, she went cash grab, but she has never called this dude out for raping her. And she has never said he took advantage of her. She did have a boyfriend, so she wants to pretend like she had no real part in it. But one thing I'll give her
Same.
credit for is she didn't do the bullshit going, yeah, he raped me. No, she's saying like, no, like I was
Well,
drunk.
I think she can't though because I think it's on camera clearly that she was the aggressor.
Yeah.
Well, that's
It's
the thing.
that's they're saying
Yeah.
on camera
There's evidence
she
right
was
there.
the aggressor. Hey, that's got to be a fun conversation to have with your boyfriend when you get home, right? Like,
Like, yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
going to
I
make
don't
this
even
millions
wanna
of
have the
dollars.
conversation with her
How?
'cause her
How are you
breath
making this
smells
$1
like
million?
Like, why would I want to talk to you when I know your breath smells like
Can you
dick?
imagine the reaction on his face?
Yeah, I just imagine this dude's like, oh, we're going to make all this money. Did you win the competition? Actually, no. I'm
Imagine
on.
if-
Hey,
imagine
babe,
if he's
babe,
low-key
quick
racist,
question.
too.
You didn't
Imagine
suck
if he has
a
a teeth
dick,
funny.
right?
Yeah, right.
Dude, serious.
That's
Imagine
all
if
I
he is.
care
He's
about.
racist. Imagine if her boyfriend is.
That's some bullshit.
Dude, the worst. Yeah. Hey, what if she has a racist
fuck?
boyfriend? We don't
Your
even think
fucking
about
That
that.
would be the best.
Kareen, what the fuck?
That would be so
Yeah.
much better.
That guy?
So, yeah.
I like your white voice, Jay. That guy.
Yeah.
I find this highly offensive.
Go on, Ryan.
I'll just say really quickly, going from The Bachelor, tracing back to the past here,
Yeah.
going back to the real world. Have we built a society of this kind of thing of reality going into fake reality, going into what this kind of shit that does happen and happen on the real world and road rules and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You know how many people were raped on those shows, though?
Exactly.
that got paid off and didn't report it
of course.
and things like that.
Well, there
People
was
don't-
assaults and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I remember
People
way
don't
back
understand.
in the days.
You see the fist fights. It's like,
Fist
So
fights
I'm
and
just
shit
saying,
like that.
it's
My favorite real world of all time? Tron.
Yeah, the presidency. No, but no. But here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing about it is it happened, and had that dude not reported it, had he not been a racist piece of shit, they would have paid him off. Everyone would shut the fuck up about it, and it would have been done.
Hush money.
And the series would have continued.
Yeah, hush
it was
money.
because the dude reported it that they knew immediately they better react ahead of time. They better jump ahead.
And that's the worst part. If you see the reactions from the set, everybody's like, your idiot ass cost all of us a lot of fucking money.
'Cause they're all actors.
No, not just the actors. It's also the production staff and everything because everything shuts down.
They all lose jobs.
that guy probably was in his feelings.
Other cast members reported. Yeah, I guess there's too much information coming out. Oh, they try to stop it? Damn, dude. I guess you can't get your dick wet on The Bachelor anymore. Shit.
Well, though, it wasn't even that. It was that they were filming it was the biggest problem. Is that you literally... It would be like if I was filming someone getting killed in America and I filmed it, I'm liable for not participating under the Good Samaritan.
Yeah, wasn't this episode of Seinfeld?
So,
No, the Good Samaritan Act, though.
so
Was it
well,
on there?
That's how Seinfeld.
It was the season finale.
so the question is, like, going back
educated
to
on
the
I
real
thought you were
world,
Jewish, dude.
is
Come
that
on.
they hooked up, like people hooked up and they filmed it.
But that's happened
Yeah.
before. This is
Is
nothing
this
new.
different?
That's fine.
Because they were hammered.
What you do is what you do, but here's the thing, when you create a situation, like, I have no duty to save you if you're choking, but if I kidnap you so that you have no way else to get help,
Yeah.
then I'm responsible to help you if you're choking.
So
So
back
they
to my
put her
alcohol.
in this mansion or whatever, they cut her off from everybody else.
Free
And
alcohol.
they've given her the alcohol. They've created
But then where's personal responsibility? And once again, it goes back to, and I'm not speaking from a legal issue because I understand legally you've done that, but where's the personal responsibility issue? Okay, Baba Booey's,
He's wrapping us
yeah,
up.
that's,
Okay,
yeah,
the end up is the personal
The wrap it up
responsibility
box.
should be like this.
yeah.
Everybody is
Baba Booey.
accountable. Everyone should be accountable. You live, you die. Darwin's theory.
You
If
have
you're
to be
stupid,
accountable for
you
your actions.
die.
If you drink
That's
too much,
right.
that's
Yeah.
on you. That's not on anybody
Yeah,
else.
No, I agree. Okay, speaking of racial issues,
Dun dun dun
this
dun.
was something we didn't even know we were going to talk about till today. And where it bothers me is we did the Bill Maher thing. And
It's apropos.
and this is a grab. This is what bothers me about talking about this, is because it is a grab for attention. It's purely done to create us to talk about it, and that's why it bugs me to even talk about it, to put his face up, to do any of this. I'm only going to because I'm sick of this. I am so sick because this is the thing is I am sick to death of anybody who's not black talking about how come we can't use it? I've said it before. Why do you want to? And all this thing, and it's just a bullshit thing, and it's so tired.
And he's not even a known
But
comic.
it's so tired and old, and he has no real recognition. I hate even bringing it up, but here's the thing: is it made me so mad because it was like, oh, I hate you on so many levels for this. And Theo was the one who sent it to me because it made him that mad. I think Theo is probably one of the few people who are actually more pissed off than I am about this situation.
I haven't even seen the clip.
So here it is.
I get pissed. I get.
Audio on it, right?
No, we don't need audio. Now, can someone read that because I can't see that part. But if you read, and do not read the last word, please.
Yeah.
That's not a word I would ever
Yeah,
use,
I
dude. Don't worry about
I
that.
don't care for it.
Last night, someone complimented me on my current Facebook output, claiming I was brave for posting what I've been posting. I had to politely disagree, cuz, not the regular cuz, but the English COS cuz. Good job, guy. I was explaining to my friend, I recently wrote a joke so abrasive that I didn't even have the balls to put it online. Ellipses,
Yeah, no
here it
balls.
is now. Multiple exclamation points. How can I be called racist when some of my best friends are N-word? Let the
But it's
mass
the ER.
unfriending
And
command.
it's the hard ER.
It's the ER too.
Oh yeah, no, you went.
Oh yeah,
ER.
he went full. Yeah, he didn't even try to.
He kind of looks like you see him at a Klan rally, doesn't
Now-
he?
Easily.
Go back to his picture.
Now,
Look at
wait,
his picture
you know
again.
what? Let me. I will. I'll bring
Yeah,
it
put
back.
He looks like an
Now,
extra
wait,
from American History
I
X.
didn't make this picture. Wait, you would think I made this to be a dick. And do you want to see the picture real quick?
No, that's his real.
See it real quick. You won't
Is
be
that
on
his
camera.
real like?
But
Yes.
I did not make this up. This is his.
That's his real profile
That's
picture.
his
He's like, tell me he doesn't like
Facebook
American History X. Vineyard.
Right, I know. Right?
picture. Now, so I didn't put this up. I've known the guy. He got accused of raping some girl.
On
No.
The Bachelor.
No, I know. Wait. Calma knows the story.
I'm not defending him, but I'm saying he wasn't accused. The comic that he dated said, because she's a very popular
That he
comic,
abused her.
and abused her.
Physically abused her.
She made a whole post, a blog about, like a blog in a weird way.
I wanna read this
and
Yeah,
then
it
I'm
went
kind of curious
It
now.
went crazy.
and it ripped apart the whole, because he was part of the alt comedy scene.
Oh, yeah.
And
Good
so-
God.
And
You
so
mean
the alt
not
comedy
funny?
scene,
Kids who fucking
which
never done
is a
anything.
very different comedy scene from the other comics, because
The
a
alternative
lot of them
comedy
are
is
weird.
unfunny. It's the alternative.
Yeah, it's the opposite of comedy.
The men are weird people overall.
Well, and so
But-
here's the thing. Yeah. So he says this, and go on. Wait, I'm sorry. I cut you
Oh,
off.
I'm just saying that he was accused for, again, in that whole thing, was beating her with an umbrella.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's what she wrote. I'm like,
Well, there were
that's-
other things she talked
What, the
about.
name
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Mary
yeah.
Poppins?
Yeah.
it's like a joke in itself.
Now, but this is there was no pure proof, and a lot of people came out that the girl was kind of wacky,
Yeah.
and he's wacky, she's wacky. Okay, shit gets said. I get that. So now I'm not close with him in any way. I knew the guy. I knew of him. We're not even Facebook friends. You know.
You guys have Facebook friends?
No, I wouldn't have him.
Okay.
And I just don't like him. You know, I don't like. There was something just bugged me about him. He's
Yeah.
just that white kid. That,
Well, I used to
That's
do
the thing
I
is-
used to do shows at his place.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
Too. I did a show there,
Yeah.
and then but this is the thing, and so for me it was like but then when I saw this, I'm just like, now there's word proof you're a piece of shit.
Yep.
And when Theo sent it to me, it made me so mad. And so my thing is, now you're a piece of shit. Now I want to call you out, and my call out is for that. But I gotta say, more than me, I think Theo, like I say, was way more pissed about it.
Baba Booey was pissed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
why is it the third person?
No, I was, because the thing is it's like bad enough that Bill Maher did it, and so for you to think, oh well, Bill Maher apologized and now he's okay. You're not Bill Maher.
Yeah.
You're not Bill Maher,
Bill
dude.
Maher didn't
You're a
even do it.
nobody.
But Bill Maher didn't do it. Bill Maher literally did it because Bill Maher felt comfortable enough to do it. It's like Berger. Like Bill Maher has the same situation as Berger in terms of
Which is why I
his
don't
family
say
life.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
fucking smart. The
That's
thing
the
about
thing.
Bill Maher is Bill Maher didn't even say it because he was trying to be abrasive. He literally just lost himself in a moment because that's probably him at home. Him and his wife probably have a dynamic where that's cool if he does that at home.
And
Which is all good and
this
Well,
guy,
called
this
out
guy,
the ex-girlfriends
this guy has
negatively.
Yeah.
the,
I'm sure. Come on, dude. If
Bill
you're
Maher,
going to say
yeah.
it that casually, you're going to say it negatively, and that's the problem.
and this guy. If you read his stuff, he goes out of his way to be shocking on purpose
But now here's to me.
because he wants the
I
attention.
just see him as like some suburban little prick kid who thinks he's cutting edge. Now the thing is his joke said, "How can I be racist if some of
I'm
my
brave."
best friends?"
Yeah.
Now, first of all, I've seen your picture. I've met you. You have no black friends. If you do,
You don't have any
shame on
friends,
them.
dude.
Any black person who's your friend, fucking shame on them. Shame on them to their face way more than you. They're a worse person than you because they're your friend, and you're like this. And that's the thing about Bill Maher is that's my thing. Is when people say, "Oh, I date this person, I date that person, so I could be racial, I could say these things." That is the reason never to say it. Because
You know, Ice
you
Cube
love-
call him out on it too. Ice
no,
Cube,
no.
he called him out.
Yeah,
But
he
this
did.
is the
He's
other
like,
thing,
just
though.
because you think doesn't mean you can say it.
Yeah.
You hold on me on my show. No.
Ooh.
No, but here's the thing is, now here's my thing. Ice Cube, they said, was already scheduled. No, he wasn't. That's a lie. He was not scheduled. Al Franken was scheduled. I know they have more than one guest sometimes, but I'm saying Al Franken was scheduled. Al Franken backed out. But Ice Cube came on after the fact. They said he was scheduled. He wasn't.
He wasn't.
He also, a couple days later, did what? Got a star on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yep.
Ice Cube now, the other day, just got a star on Hollywood Boulevard. Now, here's the thing.
He probably helped make
He
Maher look like a
sucked
victim.
dick. He sucked a soul dick to get his star. He went on Bill Maher's show to give Bill Maher street cred for him to then, yeah, he said this and this and this, but it was bullshit. And you know what, Ice Cube, you don't have the ability to okay or not okay someone. It's not your word. It's a negative fucking word. I've said all along, the only people who should ever rightfully be using that word are angry ass Klan white supremacist motherfuckers because they have a meaning behind it. They have a hate behind it. They have a reason for saying it. They're ignorant pieces of shit and they should die in hell. But they have a true purpose for using that word. And when they say it, it has a meaning. And people should fuck them up or ban them or do whatever. But those are the only people who should be using a hateful fucking word like that as hateful fucking piece of shit people. Everyone else should know better.
I have a question. Okay, going back to Joseph, is he trying to? What would you say? Like trying to get attention? You're saying?
Yeah, he
getter. Or what right now everyone's doing is I've seen this a million times. I'm sorry, I pay attention to Facebook a lot, and I haven't seen. He's not the first one to do it.
No.
And I wanted you to know
A bunch
that.
of people are jumping out trying to do it.
So are you just trying to stir the pot?
Yes, that's all he's trying to do.
So is it attention getter or just like
that goes hand in hand.
I think he's pulling. I think he's pulling an Amy Schumer. It's like, oh look, I'm talking about. Hey, let me talk about my vagina and how.
It's like a couple years ago, there was a comic who wrote an article on his website about how can we the N-word and when it's appropriate to say it. Now this is a white guy who, and a couple of black comics posted on it. They're like a couple of black comics. Why do you want to use the word? Well, I think we should be able to use the word. No, why do you want to use it? That's the question. Why?
Well, because people get infatuated when you tell them they cannot do something.
But here's the thing.
That's all it is.
But here's the thing. What if I like the phrase, 10-year-old girl twat tastes delicious. Hey, you know what? That's a great phrase. Hey, no it isn't. No one wants to use it. No one's fighting for the right to use that phrase.
Yeah,
Nobody's
exactly.
saying, wait, fuck you. I have every right to use the phrase girl fucking twat under 10 and fucking delicious.
Wait, first it was 10 years, now it's under 10.
I have no reality
But
behind
here's
it.
the difference: that people in public don't say that. I'm
one
pretty sure
wants to.
anybody other than Jared from Subway has talked about 10-year-old girl twat in public.
Nobody wants to.
And that's the whole point. Nobody wants to. But when you see something being used so colloquially and so just people are like, I want to be part of that world, and that's the thing.
Kitty pussy.
People get
kitty pussy. Kitty pussy.
That's a drinking game.
Great phrase.
That's
Great
a
phrase.
drinking
Kitty
game.
pussy.
No,
Wait.
No,
But
because-
wait. Why can't
Wow.
why can't I say
Because
it? Why do I
people
want
don't
to?
go around saying it.
Yeah, because it's gross.
There's a
So
difference.
negative.
If people are no, it's not because it's so negative. You have to understand that the connotation of that word has changed so much. That
We
word
have
in
two
the
different
50s.
versions. Actually,
Yeah.
there's
one
multiple
meaning.
versions.
There's
'cause
one
if you
meaning.
go to certain countries,
There's
there's
one
a word
meaning.
called
Black
in
people aren't
Africa,
shit.
Igas,
Same thing
N-E-G-U-S,
kite means.
Yeah.
which means enlightened, honorable.
Yeah, of course.
Then you have the ER,
That
which
comes from
came
Egyptian,
up
Add
yeah, that's
everything
from-
anyone wants. The debate is whether it came from just the fact that the slaves came from the Niger River, and it was just the pronunciation of Niger, or that there was Negro in the Spanish term started it. There's a million different
Yeah, the etymology.
feelings
you
of
can't,
where
yeah,
it
you
came
can't
from.
get the etymology
There's
of
no
it.
proof.
But here's the thing: is that people get obsessed with culture. People get obsessed. Here's the thing: a lot of people want to emulate black culture because they look up to it. They think it's
It's not
cool.
black culture that they want to emulate.
No, but that's what they're trying to emulate.
But it's
because
not
that
black
word-
culture.
It's
I
like,
know it's not black culture. It's what they think black culture is, and they get obsessed with that word because they feel like if they get that so-called ghetto pass, where you can use that word, that you're accepted by that community. But that's not how it works. They're
Because
all
most
wrong
of the
with
community
it.
It's like the
doesn't live
African
in a
studies
ghetto.
class at a
Exactly.
community college. You don't see anyone black in there. You just see all white kids and a white
Where?
professor. It's interesting to see. And then it's like there's a rec center I go work out at right by where I live. They have dance classes there. There's a Haitian dance class. Different African dance classes. You don't see anyone black. There's like maybe one black person in those classes, if any, and then usually it's just a group of white guys in there.
Well, but it
And
depends on the area.
it's like, oh.
But it's all relevant to
it's
the
in
area.
I live in a bad area.
No, what I mean
It's a
is like,
full,
what I mean is everything is relevant. But what the main thing is that
It's a cultural interest. They're interested
But when
in
we
that.
say cultural, that's the problem. Is there is no black culture because the culture that was put on black people was Southern, but not all black people are Southern. Then you go so much further to a lot of black people in America are also island, African, different things like this. So their culture has nothing to do with what they call black culture. And so within doing so, we don't say white culture because we know it's a mix-up of many different cultures. We don't say Latin culture. We say Mexican culture. Then they have their offshoots.
I see the
Yeah.
differentiation.
And that's what
You're
I'm
trying to
saying.
say, like, in the way that I'm a Colombian, because
African-American
you have to
culture, right?
understand.
Different-
Yeah.
But all you get
differentiations.
is bad language, gangs, and drugs, and dancing, and sports. So what I'm saying is the culture is not that. The culture is also scientists. The culture is also doctors. The culture is also
We're talking about
construction
the difference between the social construct of the
Yeah.
culture versus the actual culture itself.
Yeah.
Because you'll have Puerto Ricans who feel like it's totally okay to use that word.
Yeah.
Because they feel like they're part of that subculture
Then they
that
also
has nothing
come
to do
from,
with their
uh,
actual
African
ethnic
roots.
culture.
They have
Well, yeah, I know. I
African
mean,
roots. But they fall
look,
under the
I'm,
same
I'm,
thing.
I'm half Colombian. You have to understand, in Colombia, we have very light skin. We have very dark skinned
yeah.
people in Colombia.
Yeah, it's
And
Cuba,
just-
too.
yeah,
Cuba as
and
well.
Cuba. Well,
Israel,
I'm obsessed with Cuba.
America.
But
Everywhere.
honestly, as Colombians,
Everywhere.
we identify as Colombians. We don't see
Sweden.
a difference. There's not a difference, and a lot of
Luxembourg.
countries, unfortunately, are not like
Brazil
this.
too, and Belize.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
whole
I was gonna
world
say-
across, because people don't understand that, first of all, our civilization was not actually the first civilization.
Yeah.
They were the remnants of a civilization. But
Like the
forget
Moors, for
that.
example.
Even if we just go with what we know, what science sort of proves, right? Even if we go with that, we know now that people were going around the world. All people were going around. Many people were going around the world. People have been mixed since the beginning of fucking that we can ever know. And so there were black people in China, there were Chinese people in Africa, there were people all over. It's why some of the black people in Africa will have the Asian look. It's why all over the world people share looks, and it connects because people have always been everywhere. We pretend like we now have transportation, we now get around. It's now in masses we can travel.
Before it was
But
very
before,
small
people
numbers.
still traveled, and they still went and they had multiple wives and children everywhere, and these children were all mixed. And that's the thing people don't understand. And so it's like this whole mixing. So when we talk about these cultures and all this stuff, it's just there's humans.
I'm gonna stop. I'm drunk. No, I'm saying is that that's the most. I'm drunk. But the most beautiful thing
tell
about
your face is all red.
yeah, I know. And I gotta host a show. The most beautiful thing about this world is that you don't understand. This is before our timeline of how.
Guys, I gotta wrap up.
Well,
Guys,
we are.
I gotta
Shut
wrap
up.
up.
We're
Burger,
ending.
dude, you realize that you can be as mean as you want. You can never be as mean
Are
as
we
this
wrapping?
woman is to me.
I will
Well, I
finish
told
up what
him
I'm saying.
I told him I'm bloodline 100%.
Oh no, she's
Jewish.
smiling right now, but she's
God
gonna hit me
damn
later.
it!
I'm gonna get hit.
What I'm gonna say doesn't matter anyways.
Because both my wives are non-Jewish.
Are we wrapping up?
Baba Booey, are we wrapping
Burger,
Are we wrapping
got
up?
Kill Yourself Award.
Okay.
Okay, go
So,
ahead. This is
The
what I
weekly
said.
Kill Yourself
Oh,
Award.
wait, I
No,
think,
I want to hear what Tomo
I think
has
Tomo
to
still has
say.
the floor.
No, no. Trade is the thing that was the only reason why we all exist. It's the only reason why we're fucking here. Is that centuries ago, thousands of years ago, people were trading and they're trading spices.
Yeah.
And slaves.
They traveled.
And, but but
real
It's-
real underground there. It's like,
But that is the only sole reason why you're here. And I hate when fucking people shit on, fuck that, fuck Columbus. I'm like, you know, without Columbus, you don't exist, and you can't say fuck Columbus. So fuck
That's
you.
The thing is, there were lots of pieces of shit and lots of horrible people, and some of them did some really cool shit. And that, yeah, I get
It
your
just
point.
kind of builds a timeline to put
well,
you
it's
where you
super
are.
easy. It's
Blaming a
super
whole
easy to
people.
fucking judge Columbus.
It's like right now, like there's some of us that do fucked up shit. Like even in the comics, you think about there's comics who do fucked up shit. There's comics.
JPL.
Amy Schumer.
Yeah.
Diaz Mackey.
No, I was gonna
Well,
say like
but no,
the
but
Amy
that-
Schumer joke is that fucking guy,
That's
dude.
what we don't- But that's what it goes down to is there are fucked up people, period. There's some good people, and it doesn't matter.
Comic.
So okay. Kill Yourself Award. God damn it, I had the thing. I need the banner. I didn't add it.
Well, we'll do it next week.
Okay, we're gonna rock this shit. We're getting better and better, guys. I appreciate everyone.
Hopefully, no technical difficulties next
Nah,
week.
we will. But here's the thing. Okay, so
This week's Kill Yourself Award. Oh.
you take over it and do it as that,
Baba Booey.
Kill Yourself?
and the whole thing.
Okay. So the
Get
kill
up there. Get your face up there, and so he knows
Baba
you're
Booey.
talking to him.
JPL. I am usually a docile guy.
Very normally.
Very docile.
I do not fight. But that post pissed me off, and I know something you wanted. You wanted to piss people off, but you should only piss people off for the right, justified reasons, which you had none. For that reason, which I justify for, I challenge you to a fight. Not just a fight of fists, but a fight of wits.
And fists.
And fists. Wits and fists.
Wits and fists.
Fists and wits. So, I barely need any training to kick your ass. If you want to incite violence with your words, I will incite violence on you. So we will be planning a fight against you. But it won't just be us. It'll be a physical fight, and you and I will do a 10-minute set with the audience choosing who wins. Now, there will also be an undercard.
Wait, no. Watch this. Let me jump in on this.
Okay.
Okay, so you've heard it. Theo, in defense of my wife and daughter, has
It's true.
challenged JPL to a fight, both comedic, meaning 10 to 15 minutes each, doing comedy, then a 3-round MMA-style fist fight. I also wish to put out there that anybody who would like to join me on this card and kick my loudmouth ass, which I've called a lot of people out, this is your moment. I would love to join this card, and I'm putting it out there that anybody who would like to go, say, a 15, 20-minute comedy routine and 3 rounds of MMA style or bare knuckle fighting, hit us up. Glad to do it with anyone. There is nobody I won't, but you got to have a reason to want to fight me. Hit us up, Einberger Podcast. We are looking for it. We may have more undercards, too.
Hey, I just gotta say, my boy Theo went full Princess Bride on your ass, dude. Battle of wits and fists.
Not only that, but I went full WWE on your ass.
Bitch. Not that WWF. I copied the World Wildlife Foundation bullshit. Real WWE. I like that shit. JPL, was Joseph P. Larkin, you've been challenged by Theo Manhattan to a fucking funny off and a fight off, and
which I will win both.
Destroying you, and I challenge anyone out there to join in with me.
Theo, your nickname is
3
Macho
rounds.
Man.
Enough of you got a problem with me. Someone got to want to jump in. There's a whole list of people who don't want me doing comedy in this country. One of you jump up. Einberger Podcast.
Kill Yourself Award.
The Kill Yourself